Mick was a curious boy with an adventurous spirit drawn to the unknown. One summer, he heard whispers of Kalamda, a village also known as No Man's Village. Intrigued by the mystery, he decided to visit the forsaken place, ignoring the warnings from locals about its dark past. Kalamda was eerily beautiful. The houses stood pristine, without a single crack, as if frozen in time. The air was still heavy with an unnatural silence. As Mick wandered through the empty streets, he felt a chill run down his spine, the hairs on the back of his neck standing up. The village, once known for its intelligent and knowledgeable inhabitants, was now devoid of life. Mick's footsteps echoed unnaturally in the quiet, each step amplifying his growing unease. Despite the beauty, there was an oppressive aura, a sense that he was being watched. As dusk fell, Mick found himself drawn to the largest house in the center of the village. Its door creaked open as he approached, inviting him inside. The interior was just as well preserved as the exterior, with furniture arranged, as if the owners had simply stepped out for a moment. But there was something off, an unsettling feeling that the house was alive. Exploring further, Mick came across a journal on a dust-free table. The entries detailed the villagers' descent into madness, speaking of voices in the night and shadows that moved on their own. The final entry was a frantic scrawl: "The village is cursed. We are not alone. They come at night." Suddenly, the temperature dropped. Mick heard whispers, faint and indistinct at first, growing louder and more urgent. Shadows began to dance along the walls, moving independently of the flickering light from his flashlight. Panic set in as the realization hit him he was not alone. Desperately, Mick ran out of the house, but the village had transformed. The streets twisted and turned, leading him in circles. The whispers grew louder, now forming words joined as shadows followed him, reaching out with tendrils of darkness. Mick's heart pounded as he sprinted toward the village's edge. He could feel the cold breath of the shadows on his neck, their whispers now a deafening roar. Just as the darkness seemed about to consume him, he spotted a narrow path leading into the forest. With a final burst of speed, Mick dashed down the path. The shadows recoiled, unable to leave the village boundaries. He didn't stop running until he reached the safety of the main road, gasping for breath and drenched in sweat. Mick looked back once, seeing the village of Kalamda receding into the distance. It stood silent and pristine, as if nothing had happened. He knew he had escaped, but the memory of the shadows and their chilling whispers would haunt him forever. He returned home, vowing never to speak of what he had encountered. Kalamda remained a beautiful, forsaken village, its dark secrets intact. And though Mick had escaped, he knew that the village waited patiently for the next curious soul to wander in.